Good evening, everyone. The time is now 7:10, and I'm officially calling the May public hearing and general board meeting for Community Board 17 to order. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for everyone who came out in the, excuse me, in the lovely weather we've been having today. Hopefully we do get some more faces to fill up the room as we continue. My name is Montserrat. I am Montserrat Oni. I'm acting chair of Community Board 17. And we're going to get started with our committee reports, starting with our treasurer and budget, Mr. McCabe. Okay. Then I'm going to move to education and youth. But he's gonna do the. Mr. Backerdine, do you want to give your report now or, okay.
Good evening, everyone. Hassan Bakardine, Commerce Committee Chair. So I just want to mention, I don't have a formal report this evening. However, I did want to remind people that we do have an upcoming small business mixer, which is going to be on the 28th at Hide and Seek Lounge, which is 1308 Utica Avenue. And it should be from 6:30 till about 8 p.m. Sorry, from 6:30 to 8:30, pardon me. So if you're so inclined, the flyers are on the website. And I can send you guys a flyer if you need to, well, as a reminder. But other than that, I did want to mention, we normally do the sumptuous sampler event that we do for the restaurants, where we invite all the restaurants in the community to come under one roof, and the community comes in to sample their signature dish. However, because of the tariffs and our wonderful government in Washington, the business owners are not able to participate in that this year. However, we will be doing and having our East Flatbush Restaurant Week event. So we'll be letting you guys know about the participating restaurants for that. That'll be a week where you'll go in and sample the special discounts off of the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, drinks, etc. in our community. All right, so just wanted to mention that. And that will start from July 1st to, I think, July 12th. Okay, so you'll see the flyers soon, but thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Moving on to Education Youth Committee as well as elections.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gail Brandison. I'm the chair of the Youth and Education Committee. I first want to start out with condolences. We lost one of our former board members, and she was also the youth committee chair, Pat Rada, last weekend. Ms. Rada has been with the board for a number of years, and I do want to offer condolences to her family during these times. Okay, I have Miss Park, Stephanie Park is sitting in the back. Some of you might have noticed her. She's waving her hand. She has a petition that she's asking folks to sign, and it's called Do You Want Free Childcare? So Ms. Park is part of a group who are a movement of parents and would-be parents fighting for free universal childcare. I'm sure a lot of you have heard the conversations around getting free childcare throughout the city. Stephanie is going to give us a presentation a little later during the meeting and more details about what her group has been doing and accomplished in getting this fight on the way. We have extended the essay writing competition. The applications are in the back. I am asking, begging, pleading with you, please get your young people involved, get the information out. We have extended it to June 18th. We have some great prizes that I want to give away. Yes, I want to give away free stuff. to my kids. So please get your nieces, nephews, grandkids, your kids, whoever. It goes all the way up to high school. So if you can get the word out, distribute it, very grateful. Youth Happening, once again, is here. The flyers in the back. And this year, given the loss of our chair, we are going to celebrate our chair. Now, before I get any comments after I leave this meeting, we will also celebrate Miss Rada, as she was the architect of Youth Happening. Unfortunately, she passed away after the flyer and everything was done, but we're going to have a new one. More details to come, but just so you know, Youth Happening, July 23rd, Pratigate Park, 10 to 4. The registration will be going out tomorrow. All is welcome. Any volunteers, I welcome. And that's my report.
Thank you. Any questions? Next up, we have Housing Block Association. I do not see Ms. Theodore. Or is there anyone here to report on land use or zoning? No report. Parks and Beautification?
Good evening, everyone. Happy to be here and welcome to the new board members. Last month meeting was on May 5th, where we had a presentation on composting and the new requirements for New York City. Our next meeting will be on June 2nd, where we'll have Commissioner Martin as a guest speaker to talk about funding for Railroad Park. As you probably know, Railroad Park needs a lot of repairs, a lot of new things for the kids. So we'll be talking about that on June 2nd. Even if you don't live around Railroad Park, we'd love to have you to share ideas. August 15 will be our big event at Pratigate Park from 10 to 4. Our theme for this year is Healthy Living, Happy Community, celebrating diversity and connection. So we are asking organizations who would like to partner with us to reach out to me or the board by June 10th, so you can have your logo on the flyer. So June 10th is the deadline for agencies to reach out to have their logo on the flyer. Lastly, I would like to say that any issues in the parks, please call 311, get a complete number, call the board and provide the number so we can support you. Because sometimes there is issues at the parks and people don't know what to do, and I wanted to share that with you. Also, if there is any new members who would like to join the parks and beautification committee, see me, or call the board and say that you would like to be part of the parks and beautification committee. You don't need to know how to plant, but you need to know how to enjoy your parks. Lastly, I will say once again, welcome to the new board members. Any question for me? I will be sitting here.
No questions. Thank you. Our public safety chair is not here, nor is our sanitation chair. For social services, I will pass my, I will yield my time. Chair Graham. Mr. Westcott. Chair Julius. I don't think I saw her either. The rain, y'all. Maybe everyone's stuck in traffic. And we do not have a cab currently. So I'm going to call Chair Grandison again to give us a brief update on elections.
So I'm sitting in as the election chair. And based on the bylaws, elections are scheduled for next month. So We will hold elections at the June meeting to elect the next executive officers, which will be chairperson, first vice chair, second vice chair, secretary, and treasurer. You have eligibility to be appointed or reappointed on the borough president's list, which many of our new board members are, and also in good standing. If anyone, as your new members, you are allowed and you're able to run for any of these executive offices. If you need more information, you can always reach out to me. Or you can call the board office, Ms. Frazier or Ms. St. Clair will be able to guide you. Any questions you have? I think Ms. Frazier sent the new board members a copy of the bylaws. Did you guys receive that? Okay. If you have any questions within there, please let us know, even tonight as we sit up here. But we entice you to run. If you're willing to lead, want to lead, get involved. Where's Vanessa? Oh, she's not. Oh, there she is. Yes, that's my first. She came willingly. Please get involved. There's also the committees. You can talk to the other chairs and stuff if you want to get involved with the committees or want to lead a committee, please do so. But just know that elections will be held next month. These offices are open and you are able to run for one of them. Any questions, you can please see us. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you for that. So I'm going to give a quick chairperson's report. First thing is that the board is still looking for a new location. We have been offered 2 options to view this month. So we will be going to view that before the end of the month and then hopefully being able to move forward. Secondly, we want to welcome several new members today. We have 18 new members that have been appointed to the board. As you should know, board members have an 8-year term. So for all members that were appointed for this year, you will be eligible for the next 8 years. We also have several board members that are hitting the end of their 8-year term limit, as well as you can see as several vacancies, both for chair positions and just general board involvement. So I really want to implore everyone, you were selected for the board for a reason and because you care about this community, and it's really important that you actually get involved. So first off, can all new board members please stand up? All right, welcome. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for applying. Thank you for showing up. As Ms. Grandison mentioned, you should have a welcome email from our district manager in your inbox, as well as the bylaws. And we're really looking forward to working with you and seeing what, you're going to bring to the community. As you know, East Flatbush Community Board 17 is going through a lot of change, and we need, involved members to help us support our community. And as I said, especially as we have a lot of people who either have stepped down or are term limited, it's really important that we get involved. I'm going to be asking for new board members to pair up with existing board members as like a buddy system, so you can get some questions answered, get an idea of, what things you might be interested in. I know that you have a membership application in your inbox that also came from Ms. Frazier, and that's for you to sign up for different committees. You are required to be on, I believe, at least 2 committees as part of your membership. But if you're interested, as Ms. Grandison mentioned, in running for office, you're definitely welcome. Please come see me or any other existing board members today, or you can contact us through email, and we'll be in contact moving forward. For existing board members, especially if you are not chairing any committees, we have a few committees that have vacant spaces. That would be our sanitation, bylaws and the Brookdale CAB. Brookdale CAB is basically our liaison to Brookdale Hospital that lets us know what's happening. It is open to new board members, definitely, and we have people willing to walk you through it, but existing board members, especially if you have some knowledge and some expertise, please do step up to that. That would be great. Also want to extend my condolences on behalf of the board to the family of Ms. Patricia Reddock. She was a board member and she was also a member, president of the 67th Precinct Council for almost 20 years. So it's a woman who really dedicated herself to this community and we really appreciate her. If you are interested, her services will be June 1st at St. Augustine Church at 4 p.m. And then a general Brooklyn update. A measure has been approved to begin restoring the Prospect Park Meadow Arch, just in efforts to kind of beautify the community. And so that will be happening in the coming days. And then lastly, but honestly, most importantly, the New York Knickerbockers are killing it. If you missed last night, I feel sorry for you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we have waited for this for 26 years. Please send good vibes. Please, let Jalen Brunson know that he is, he has a city riding on his back. If you have orange and blue, wear it. This is, it's Knicks tape, baby. And that ends my report. Thank you. Ms. Sinclair, do you want to come up and give the district manager's report?
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Ayana Sinclair. I am the Community Associate at CB17, and I'm going to be reading the District Manager's report on behalf of Ms. Frazier, who's not here, but she welcomes all the new members. And thank you to our current members as well. Good evening, members. On behalf of Ms. Frazier and CB17, I would like to inform everyone that she is currently away on vacation and unable to attend this meeting. She extends her appreciation to the reappointed members of the board for your continued support, commitment, and participation through the year, and welcome the newly appointed members. Please be advised that a comprehensive end-of-year report highlighting the office activities, accomplishments, ongoing projects, community concerns,
Meeting
partnerships.
started. And I got it confused. Meeting. It's a general board meeting.
Okay. If you're on Zoom, please mute yourself. Okay. Ongoing projects, I don't think I can even mute from here. Okay, they're muted. Okay, so highlighting the office activities, accomplishments, ongoing projects, community concerns and partnerships, and our upcoming initiatives will be presented during the June meeting. The report will provide members with a detailed overview of the work completing on behalf of the community and updates on matters currently being addressed. In the meantime, the office continues to operate and assist residents with services, complaints, and community-related matters. Staff remains available to respond to concerns and ensure continuity of services during her absence. Please call the office at 718-434-3072 with any questions you may have. Thank you for your understanding, and we look forward to seeing everyone at the next scheduled meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Real quick, one thing I did forget was to welcome Ms. Pam Bino, who is a part-time staff. She's in the back, please wave. So Ms. Bino has just started and she will be supporting the rest of our office staff in helping serve the community. So thank you and welcome, and we're really looking forward to working with you. So moving on, we're going to go to agency report, and we can start with the precinct. And then any other city agencies, that is official city agencies, that's public library, et cetera, but not elected officials, please come up to the side of the room.
Good evening, everybody. I am Captain Bruno Pierre. I'm the XO in the 6-7 precinct. Inspector Beauvoir couldn't be here. He's under the weather a little bit, but I'm here to give the report. I just want to start out by saying that there's a lot of great work that's being done in the 6-7 precinct, and I'm very, very proud of the job that these men and women are doing. Especially now, we're gonna have the summer upon us, and we got Memorial Day, and we just finished coming up with a game plan for Memorial Day, and it's gonna be long, and but working with the community and any concerns that you may have, and that's what we're doing. It's about precision with us, and Inspector Beauvoir is preaching that, and that's the department. And wherever these crimes are happening, and wherever the conditions are, and that's where we want these officers to be to address these conditions. For the 28-day period, I'm happy to say that we are down in all 7 major categories. All 7 major categories. We're down 100% in shootings, 0 versus 6, 100% down in homicide, 0 versus 1, 10% in robberies, 19 versus 21, down 15% felony assault, 15 versus 59, down 67% in burglaries, 7 versus 21, down 23% in grand larcenies, 50 versus 65. And lastly, stolen vehicles, and we've had issues with that. And I'm happy to say we are down 24% in stolen vehicles, 16 versus 21. So a lot of great work is happening, and so I couldn't be prouder on the guys, the men and women that's doing that. We do have a grand larceny pattern that I just want to make everyone aware of. It's in Sector Adam. So we have a lot of mopeds, motorcycles that are being stolen. If you have your motorcycles, mopeds, just don't leave them unattended. So it looks like you just have the same individuals going to the same areas. The minute you leave your motorcycles unattended, they come in and just pick it up very quickly. We also have another grand larceny pattern, mostly happening in TD Bank. It consists of you have the victims or intercepting credit cards. So that's something that they'll reach out to you, or maybe you order the credit cards is being sent to you. So they go to your mailbox and they'll intercept that and they're using it. It's mostly happening in TD Bank at 1623 Flatbush Avenue. Just want everybody to be aware of that. When it comes to firearms, we have recovered 37 firearms year to date in the 2026. Usually I have, I'm gonna have to, so these are the pictures of all the firearms that we've taken this year. And all these firearms, these are lives that are being saved. So these men and women are out there actually working hard to actually get these guns off the street. When it comes to abandoned vehicles, cars that are double parked, we are getting a lot of complaints about these vehicles. Then that's something that we take very seriously. And we do joint operations, Department of Sanitations, and we do have our own department, and we normally call them in advance. We get the big tow trucks comes in, and we do our operations. We have recovered, we've towed 253, I'll repeat that, 253 cars that we've towed and by our Q teams. If you're not aware of the Q teams and what I do, this quality of life team that we have, and we have a day tour and we have a night tour, quality of life teams. If you're not familiar with these officers, let me know, and we'll leave their numbers here. So they pretty much handles all our quality of life conditions. So if you have any issues, concerns, you got a car, got cars that are double park, abandoned vehicles, you're not able to use your driveway, whatever it is, you can just reach out to me personally. They'll respond to take care of the situation for you. I'm going to leave my card in the back here. If you have any questions, you can call me. Also, just make sure that you get the Quality of Life team's phone number, just in case you have any conditions or issues to have them addressed. All right, thank you.
Yeah. Questions? You could like a minute or two for questions.
I just have one question. I think that will help to expand upon one of the points you mentioned, the grand larcenies involved with the TD Bank cards. Would you mind clarifying a little bit around how that was occurring? I know you said you described some instances where they may be just picking up from your mailbox, but what more so is correlating this trend with TD Bank?
The two, we have actually 4 different situations that occurred there. So we have debit cards that were sent out to the individuals, and we do have, you have individuals going to the mailboxes and intercept these cards. So, and they've been successful in actually 2 of those where they actually made charges. So that's why we just want to make sure that that everyone is aware of it.
Just a quick
Yes, sir.
question. Of those guns that you seize, how many are ghost guns?
How many of ghost guns? I don't have the exact information if it's ghost gun, but all the guns that we have are actually actual firearms. All right, so. But I can find out if we do have any ghosts going for the period. No problem. Any questions?
Any other questions?
Ghost gun sometimes too is just you have firearms that they use other devices to make it operable. So in this particular gun, so we have 37. I didn't actually look to see exactly which one goes, which one we're not. Any other questions?
Good evening.
Good evening.
I have issues with block.
Sorry, can you speak
Oh.
closer? Sorry, can you state your name?
Hello, you hear me?
I can hear you.
Issues with Edith Mark Community Board member. We're having issues with block driveway, and my block, it's crazy. It's horrendous, and it's a pattern. So I.
What is your block, family?
On East, Snyder and East 52nd. And I do put in the 311 ticket. And several times they did come, but nothing was done. The car was still sitting there.
Okay.
Sitting in my.
All right, you see that officer right behind you? Just get his information. We'll make sure we'll help you with that situation. Okay, no problem.
Thank you. If you have any other questions for the officers, please see them in the back. Thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank you.
your
I'm
time.
also going to leave my card back there. If you need to reach me, you can just take a card from me back there. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Do we have any other city agencies? What agency are you with? Come on down. No problem. Any other city agencies? Okay, after the Brooklyn Public Library, we'll move to community sessions. So if you're a community organization, community member, you can start lining up at the alternate microphones to present.
Hi, y'all. My name is John Huth. I'm the manager of the East Flatbush branch of the Brooklyn Public Library. And I'm just here to say it's summertime again, so we'll be doing our summertime programs. We're going to be doing dominoes on Tuesdays at the East Flatbush Library. We have a sensory story time on Wednesdays at the East Flatbush Library. Story times on Fridays and Saturdays. Teen knitting, a weaving class, and we will be having computer classes coming back soon. So that's everything we have on tap for right now, but go check out your local library branch, okay? Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.
Thank you very much. And make sure to check out the flyers in the back for the library. Okay, we're gonna move right on to community session. Before you share, please state your name for the record. If anyone else wants to speak as a community member, just line up at the microphones, please.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? My name is June Prasad, ex-board member. I come to you today representing Friends of Community Board 17, which I was a member. And since the death of Chair Daly and no longer Tamara Thomas, who was also a signer on the Carver Bank account, I have took the liberty of closing the account, and I'm here today to present a cashier check of $392.32, which is the remainder in the account. I also have a detailed history of the transaction on the account. And, I want to present it to whoever is acting, because I no longer would like the responsibility. And I think in transparency, I'm here to present that to you guys, okay?
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You can hand it to our treasurer, Mr. McKay. Thank you very much, Ms. Prasad. Okay, again, please state your name before you share.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me properly? I don't know if it's muffled. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is France. I'm a resident of East Flatbush and a public health advocate. I'm here tonight to address the board and bring up the issue of an insufficient number of food and nutrition education programs in NYC schools. There are over 1,800 schools in the city with a combination of 1 million students. In comparison, there are 190 active food and nutrition-based programs that cater to 80,000 students and their families, which is great, but stands for improvement. In order to do this, I believe we need more centralized data, which is about how the programs are run in the schools and the impact they have on the children themselves. I believe this is necessary to improve current programs, finding out what works and what doesn't, because what may work for one school may not work for another, and why, as in why do these factors affect the schools differently? Thankfully, there is a current bill in the New York City Council, Introduction 0559-2024, that would require the Department of Education to submit annual reports on how they are running these food and nutrition education programs within the New York City schools. I believe that if this bill is passed, it will help give us a deeper understanding of these programs, as well as concrete proof as to their effectiveness. And it'll also hold the DOE accountable for their actions. All in all, this is for the better implementation of these programs, expansion, instilling healthier, lifelong eating habits in our children. And I'm essentially here to ask the board if they would support this bill by spreading awareness on why this is important and how this bill can help with the betterment and making the programs more efficient.
Thank you. In order to support, we would need to see the text of the bill, but we appreciate you sharing. And if you contact the board staff with an email, so we can actually have the text, we'll distribute it and decide if it's something that Community Board 17 will actually push forward. We could potentially put it in the newsletter to share to the wider community, but we would just need to read it through. So
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate your attendance. Okay, next up.
Hi,
Please state your name.
Mahalia Desrosiers from Little Haiti, BK. So we have some events coming up as well as some usual programming that we want to present today. Our usual programming is still the Combi cleaning, which is basically the community cleaning. That's going to happen every Saturday or every other Saturday every month. We have one coming up this Saturday, and usually we'd like some volunteers to come out and help us come clean along the strip of Notion Avenue between Farragut Road all the way down to Beverly Road. That we usually meet right in front of the St. Jerome Church between the hours of 11 to 12 p.m. And yeah, it's great. It's a good time. We have, some beverages, refreshments, all of that. And we give you guys the cleaning supplies, and it's always a good time. And it's good to see the community getting, the much needed love that it deserves. Another event that we have coming up is our Merchant Mixer. This is an opportunity for you guys to meet some of the city agencies and some of the resources that you guys need. If you are a small business owner, if you have a small business, particularly between Flatbush and Nostrand Avenue on Farragut to Beverly Road, I highly advise you to come join us. This will be on on May 26th, between 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Banan Restaurant. And it's a good time, so also come and join us for that as well. And last but not least, we have our cooking and compa class that is going to be celebrating Haitian Heritage Month on the 31st of May. And that is going to be from 2 to 4, again, at Banan Restaurant, Flatbush Central, where we will be teaching some traditional Haitian dishes, as well as teaching how to dance and learn about the Haitian culture. And the tickets are on sale right now, and we'll have some flyers in the back of the room if you are interested in any of these events. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next up.
Hi, good evening. My name is Kalila Moon. I'm the Executive Director of Drive Change.
So sorry, could you state your name slower?
My name is Kalila Moon,
Kalila.
like in the sky. I'm the Executive Director of Drive Change. My nonprofit is actually in CB3. However, I am a new board member and I am a resident of CB 17. And I'm just promoting our training program for justice involved youth. We serve all 5 boroughs and individuals that's coming from all out of Brooklyn. And our next training program starts July 20th. The applications open May 18th. Wait, what's today's date? The 20th? Yeah, it opened on the 18th. It closes June the 15th. Young adults have the ability to earn up to $5,750 in terms of a stipend. It's a 3-month paid training program for justice involved youth. After the 3 months, they will walk away with a food handler certification and the ability to work in restaurants throughout the 5 boroughs. We partner with restaurants similar to like Aunts and Uncles, Brooklyn Blends, and other places, Melba's, etc. So we try to work with individuals who want to see invest in young adults who've been impacted by the justice system, in addition to having a more diverse workforce. So they're with us for 8 weeks. In the last 4 weeks, they're with our employer partners. So I just wanted to highlight the program and what is happening and what young people have the ability to access. Again, we serve all 5 boroughs. We serve all of Brooklyn. We're just based in this particular location. And I wanted to lift that up for a service for young adults 18 to 25 who have been impacted by the carceral system. And it could range from any level. So it could be a young adult who is in an ATI program. It can be someone who is out on parole or probation. It could be someone who there's not a length of time that someone needs to have had this touch point with the carceral system.
Thank you. Any other community members? If anyone else would like to speak, please come up to the mic now before we move on to the next session.
Good evening, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Had a long day. Good evening, board, and good evening, everyone. I just want to take a second. Right. I just want to take a second just to acknowledge Mr. Daly that's not here no more. Just want to take a second. I did attend. I'm pretty sure some people may have touched on that already. but I just want to take a moment just to acknowledge him and the great person that he was. And I really appreciated him working with the yard and working and doing what he's done in the community up until his last dying breath. So I just want to take a moment and just acknowledge him real quick before I continue. So pardon me. All right. Now, my name is Bernard Skelton. I'm the community liaison for the yard, the FEC, the yard, which is located at 3521 Church Avenue, right on the corner of Church and Brooklyn. We are Family Enrichment Center for those that don't know us. We've been on the corner of Church and Brooklyn for a year now and a couple of months. Our grand opening was March 21st of last year. But what we do there is we offer free services to the community. And it's an open invitation to the community, whether you live there, whether you have a business there, whether you just passing through because you have family here. We are a resource hub that also provide free laundry services Tuesday and Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We also provide food pantry. We provide clothes donations. Well, the clothing closet is basically anybody could donate clothes for any ages, any sex, and the community could come actually get 3 to 5 items per visit. So that's what the Cozy Closet is. Everything is free. We also have computer access for the community to print, research, do schoolwork, tutor, whatever the case may be. And we have an open space for the community to utilize in whatever capacity they need to, as long as it's PG and it's about the community. So outside of that, we also have calendars that you'll see in the back, and it's basically a monthly calendar, all the different events we have going on. One of the big things that we have coming up is in August. It's our back to school resource fair block party. Last year was a big success. We would like to make that a little bigger and better for the young people. Make sure we include the high school and the college students as well, but not forget the families. So this year, we're looking for any organizations, any community members with ties to outside resources. If you're interested in being a part of the event, you're interested in your community, getting bigger and better and stronger, then come to the yard. We open 5 days a week, 9 to 5, and we open for the whole community. It's not a senior citizen building. It's not a daycare. It's a place for everybody. We utilize the space to entertain all sexes, all groups for different events. And one of the things about the yard is I'm just there to make sure that the place don't fall apart. But the center is there for you guys to use. A lot of you guys or your family members have a lot of experience or expertise in a lot of different fields. You may feel there's certain things that you want to see in your neighborhood or you see in your community that's not happening. We take those ideas, we take those thoughts, and we try to put those in motion and make those things happen. And it's at no cost to the community. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you, board. Have a good day.
They go back to school.
August 7th is the Friday. And anybody that's actually interested, I apologize for just giving you the address. Our phone number is 718-414-1222. Our email address is eastflatbushfec@risingground.org. Once again, my name is Bernard Skelton. I'm the community liaison. My phone number is 929-549-0596, and my email is bskelton@risingground. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Appreciate you. We have community member online. You can unmute yourself if you have your hand raised.
Great evening. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is George Hutchinson. I'm Executive Chair of Race for Excellence. Race for Excellence is a STEAM-based group mentoring and after-school program for children ages 11 to 14. I'm currently running the mentoring program in Bedford-Stuyvesant, and I've been looking for a while to run the program here in East Flatbush. To that end, the last week in July, that is July 27th to July 31st, we will be hosting our very first summer program. It's 1 week. This program is targeting the 3 middle schools in this area. That is PS 285, PS 109, and PS 181. I am in the process of contacting the admin and or the PTA from those schools so that we can work a synergy and have students from those schools be in the summer program. However, being that the program runs from September to June, the mentoring program, we will be opening a mentoring program here in East Flatbush in September. That is open to any child, any boy, this is a boys program, ages 11 to 14. And registration will be during the month of August. Our website, where you can see the program being run and find out more about it, is www.race4excellence. I've also listed it in the chat for anyone who is tech savvy and wants to get it from there. The website again is www.race, R-A-C-E, the number 4, EXCELLENCE.org. Thank you very much for your time. I hope to make the next meeting in person, and I hope to hear from members of the board for support.
Thank you very much. Okay, that is it for community session. We're gonna move on to legislative session. So Portia. And then after Portia, Shelly Ann Brown.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Portia Edwards. I'm the District Director for State Senator Zelda Mary's office. I want to extend my condolences to the board and the community on the passing of Roderick Daly. Very, very, very sad. Unfortunately, I couldn't be here for any of the services, but his presence is always felt. A couple of events that we're doing with the next couple of days. Tomorrow, we're doing our community resource fair, which is going to be held at Lenox Road Baptist Church in partnership with Councilmember Rita Joseph's office. It's a community resource fair, so we'll have information for all ages in the community, but we will be focusing a little bit on immigration. And so if you know anyone who may need any kind of immigration help, please bring them in, bring them over. We'll have some food available. We'll have clothing available. This is our 3rd annual immigration event. We don't label it as an immigration event because we want to make sure that people are safe when they come to this meeting. So it is labeled as a community resource event, but it is a very heavy focus on immigration. So if you know anyone who may need immigration resources, please bring them to this event or invite them to the event as well. It is tomorrow at Lenox Road Baptist Church, and it's from 12 to 4 p.m. Next week, on the 28th, we're going to be doing an event with Arna Lipkin. It's another community resource event, but this is focused on seniors. It's going to be at Metz Hamilton Park, and it's from 12 to 4 as well. So if you know anyone that could come out, it's going to be a good, fun day outside. There'll be resources, senior resources. I believe there's going to be a shower bus as well. So bring the people out that you know that may need help in those areas. And just simply, our office is located at 1077 Nostrand Avenue in the corner of Lincoln Road. My contact is P like Peter Edwards at nysenate.gov. And you can always reach the office at 718-284-4700. I'm not sure if you guys know, but the budget has still not passed yet, which is out of control. Today is what day? What's today's date? The 20th? Yeah, we're 50 days behind on the budget, which is absolutely ridiculous. And so the senator is working really, really, really hard to make sure that we can get a budget passed and also make sure that our priorities in terms of bills are passed as well. We have passed a good amount of our priorities in terms of bills, and so we're super excited about that. If you're not on our email list, it is super important for you to get on there so that you're getting these updates. We share comprehensive details about the the events that we're having. Community events are in there as well, but really in-depth details about the legislation that we're passing. So if you would like to be on our email list, please email me so we can get you that information and get you on that list. Yeah. All right, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great evening and try to stay as dry as possible.
Thank you so much. Councilmember Mealy? Do we have any other elected representatives in the room? Okay.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Shelley Ann Brown. I am the district manager of Councilmember Mealy's office. I am just here to inform you guys about our Family Fun Day that is happening in District 41. I know not all of East Flatbush is in our district, but a lot of it is. So we do want to share that information with you. It's being put on by the 77th precinct. But also Councilmember Mealy is doing her own thing as well with a shred event. So any of your important documents that you have been hoarding, you can bring it to Lincoln Terrace Park on June 6th, and you'll get your chance to shred anything, anything, I mean anything. Because typically I know that New York City does a big shred event at the end of the year, but this is your opportunity to do a mid-year shred, so you have a lighter load at the end of the year. The next thing, also that same day on June 6th, that's going to be from 12 to 5. So it's a family fun event for the entire family. But also there's going to be a movie night from 6 to 9. So you can stay beyond that point and keep the kids with you because they're going to be showing Mufasa. Another really important details about Councilmember Mealy's office coming up. Her next community advisory board is going to be on May 30th. It is for veterans, in honor of Veterans Day. She's not doing anything obviously on Veterans Day, but that same week, the 30th, we're going to be hosting a community advisory board meeting. So if you have any veterans, please come to our meeting. Our location is 400 Rockaway Avenue. It might be a little far from here, but it's still going to be a great resource because we're going to have people who will be able to support veterans if they have any questions, and then also connect with other veterans. We also do this fun thing for seniors called Boots on the Ground. It's an opportunity for senior citizens to be active and social with each other. So that happens at Mount Ararat on every Friday from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. And Mount Ararat is 1630 St. Mark's Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11233. And then there's another one that happens at Hugh Gilroy Senior Center. Same event, but it's just learning musical sign language as well. And it's an opportunity for senior citizens to move their bodies. Even if you're not fully able-bodied, it's an opportunity for you to move and socialize. And then lastly, in the back, I do have this same packet here that you guys could all take home with you. Please feel free to take one up because it has more information, including our veteran services that we offer and our immigration services in the office. So thank you, everyone, and have a good evening.
Thank you so much. And I know we have one online, but we just want to get all the elected officials in the room first.
Good evening. My name is District Leader Josh Pierre. I represent Flatbush, East Flatbush, Ditmas Park, and South Midwood. Before I start, I wanted to express my condolences to the family of Pat Reddock. Growing up in this community, coming to the community board for the first time and in the 67th precinct, she was certainly always there and she was a pillar. It's good to know that the work that she has done continues to reverberate through the people who continue to come here and pick up that mantle. We, as a community, have had a sanitation issue in parts of Flatbush and East Flatbush for some time. Significant efforts have been made by our council members and the city to ensure that we have trash bins, et cetera. But the maintenance of our community and its cleanliness depends on both the residents and the businesses. And so to that end, on May 2nd, we hosted a Rogers Avenue community cleanup, which stretched from Church Avenue all the way to Parkside. We did want to thank Councilmember Farah Lewis for her participation, as well as Flatbush Development Corp., NYC DOT, Flatbush Social, Rogers Burgers, Brooklyn Suya, Dea, as well as Little Haiti BK for their partnership in doing so. The fact that the local businesses participated as well is a great sign.
You know what I'm saying? I was so Branch and Boss. I knew what that was. Y'all got like 7
Excuse
songs
me?
to hit together too.
Mr. Williams, could you mute yourself, please?
The participation of both community members as well as small businesses is very important, because we have to make it very clear that our communities are not just for extraction. If you're doing business in the community, you want to contribute to what goes on in the community. So I thank those businesses for participating as well. I also want to point out that the primary for this June is going to start with early voting from June 13th to the 21st. And then we'll have the actual regular primary on the 23rd from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. If you're not sure where your early voting site is, remember your early voting site is not necessarily where you generally go and vote. You can go to www.nycvotes.org. Why is it important? As you guys have probably noticed, the courts have become more and more important, and very few people in our community realize that when it comes to civil court in Kings County, those judges are elected. And it's critically important that those judges come to the community and engage you before you go and vote for them. A lot of people in our community never meet a judge until they have to stand in court. The fact that the judges do come to the community and you vote for them changes that dynamic. We don't want to look at the judicial system as purely punitive. We want to look at it as democratic institutions that we put in place as a community. And finally, I just want to flag for CB17 members, especially those who live a little bit closer towards Flatbush Avenue, that there are discussions about the Red Roof Hotel potentially being converted to a shelter. Now, for those of you who know me, I'm a crusader for affordable housing and housing in general. But there's a big difference to me when we ask for affordable housing and we get shelters. It's essentially a slap in the face. There's nothing wrong with shelters in the sense that there are people in our community who have unfortunate situations and have to be housed. But what we want is long-term housing. The second issue here is what we call the fair share law. In that section of Flatbush, where the Red Roof Hotel is located right across from the King's Theater, within a 4-block radius, there are already 5 shelters. 5 shelters. Flatbush is vast, but when it comes to the shelter population that comes to Flatbush, including those with mental health, they're all concentrated within a certain area. I don't have to tell you what that certain area is. I'm sure you guys are very well aware of it. So for my part, what I'm saying is that 1, what is the process for approval? 2, how is it being made transparent? And 3, what is the level of engagement that will be offered by the city to you as local residents and your neighbors, such that we have a voice in this process? And if we get to a point where, as a democratic society, we see it as not beneficial to the community or those shelter recipients, because bunching people who have issues like this in one area does not make it better. It just concentrates the problem. So thank you all for taking the time to hear what I have to say. I do hope you will look into this shelter situation. Thank you all.
We appreciate it. Thank you. Brian Cunningham?
Hello, everyone. My name is Aomi Siling. I serve as District Office Director to the Assemblymember Brian Cunningham. First, the Assemblymember wants to give his heart out to the family and friends of Roderick Daly during this incredible, difficult time, and we hope you find comfort and love and memories as he leaves behind. So first, I have on the table in the back our senior safety tips. It is Senior Wellness Month, and so the member wants to make sure that all of our older adults have the tips they need to continue to be safe. Secondly, the legislative process in you. This is a very important pamphlet. This is how you can engage when it comes to policy and laws that are being created. This is the famous parking calendar. It gives you all the days about holiday parking as well as alternate side parking. We still have our tenant Thursdays going on. It is appointment based only. You have to call into the office at 718-771-3105. And you can call between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. and we'll schedule an appointment. All the appointments for tomorrow are filled, but we still have some left for next week, Thursday. We also have our Caring Wednesdays from every first and third Wednesday. We have a social worker in our office that can assist with also social services. And lastly, we have our Father's Day cookout on June 20th. We'll be having food, light beverages, fun, lots of resources from our state agencies, as well as city agencies and our nonprofits. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Monique Chandler Watersman, and then I know we have one online. We will get to you right after this.
Thank you for squeezing me in. I'm very soggy right now. I am representing Assemblywoman Shannon Waterman's office, and my name is Dorothy Gordon. The member brings her greetings. She's actually in Albany fighting for us, trying to pass some budgets for us to bring money back to our community. I think if she can join, she will hop on as she normally does. So first, I want to bring a group, greetings. I just thought about Roderick Daley and I got choked up. Still thinking about him. I want to thank the chair, the executive members, and the community board members as well. There's a lot of exciting things happening in Albany while our elected officials are there. One thing that did pass is for childcare, where those who have a childcare facility, instead of having to re-up your paperwork every 6 years, they were able to pass legislation. Now it's only every 4 years. For small businesses, as we all know, there's excitement in the air for FIFA. And the governor had given $371,000 to small businesses. And one of our own in our neighborhood was able to get some funding for that, is I Am Carib or Caribbean. So they were able to secure some funding for the FIFA storm that's going to hit. Also, some other bills that are being worked on and passed. I'm just going to go through a couple of them that's really important. Is one where we have passed legislation, the member has, where in terms of, it's the TWU bill, where it prohibits the operation of a New York City train to operate without a conductor, because before they were trying to have AI to do that. So that passed. What I'm going to also talk about is, this is really important, where it provides exception to hospital visitation rules for the member of the clergy, because before they had to get permission. So now it's law where they can go in and see our loved ones and not be stopped at the door. Some of the events that we're having is on the 28th, and I'm going to have flyers back there as well. The 28th is a really huge public safety town hall that happens every year, and some good things come out of this town hall. We have a ton of resources, tons of agencies that's expected to be there, and that's going to be at 6 o'clock. So it's on a Thursday. And at 4:30, we're having a job fair as well. So it's a compact Thursday. We also are going to have, I know it's called Brownsville Summer Jam, but we all travel, right? So this is really good event that's happening. Again, I'm going to have flyers back there. And we all know that the summer is here, right? Or is approaching. On June 6th, and part of the whole public safety initiative, we're going to have our annual anti-violence march, and that's going to take place June 6th. I know I'm rushing the summer, but in July, we're going to have a free legal services for our neighborhood. So between July 9th and August 16th, we're going to have free legal services. So I'm going to have flyers there as well. I'm wrapping it up. And every Thursday is it's Housing Thursday. So there's a lot of people having issues with housing. We have a specialist that's there every Thursday by appointment only to come. Each person's issue is different. So they come and they sit with you and try to resolve some of your housing issues. So I have some more, but I'll leave the flyers in the back. I don't want to wear out my welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So Senator Parker's office.
Yes, hi, good evening, everyone. This is Rhea Smith. Unfortunately, I can't be on camera because my camera mechanism is not working, but I appreciate the time and I appreciate you all getting together to discuss very important community matters. On behalf of Senator Kevin Parker, just pleased to share a few community updates. We ask, well, Senator Parker once again shares his prayers and condolences to the family, friends, and committee of Chair Daley, and also our longtime advocate in our community, 6-7 Precinct President, Ms. Reddock, are all in our thoughts and prayers during this difficult time, and we extend those condolences and lift everyone up in comfort and healing. As we move into the summer season, we encourage all residents to remain mindful of ongoing heat advisories like today and to take necessary precautions to stay safe and healthy, particularly our older adults, our children, and medically challenged or medically vulnerable neighbors. Additionally, as most mentioned, budget discussions are underway, and Senator Parker is in Albany continuing to advocate for the many resources and investments that support our community's local services and quality of life initiatives. We're also preparing for an active community and summer season. Summer is upon us, and upcoming community and summer events, our event calendar will continue to be shared as they are finalized and distributed. One or two upcoming events or participation opportunities we're pleased to highlight is our 17th annual free prom dress giveaway, sponsored or presented by Senator Parker. It's going to be Saturday, May 30th, from 12 to 3 p.m. at Tilden Campus, 5800 Tilden Avenue, between 58th and 59th, and it's a free event open to the public, and the distributions will operate on a first-come, first-served basis. Young ladies will receive free prom dress, makeup tutorials, hairstyling consultations, jewelry and evening bag selections, giveaways, and gifts, and much more. A high school photo would be required, and for more information, you can reach out to the office, which I'll share our phone number. Additionally, the West Indian American Day Carnival Association will be drumming up, getting together to drum up Caribbean celebrations and having their meetings. But one very important thing is that they're also listed under the FIFA cultural community. There's a cultural calendar that they're partnering with FIFA on. And so if your organization or community group has a Caribbean cultural event taking place between June and July that you would like to be considered for the inclusion on that main calendar, once it's approved, please share that information with me. Submissions and related information, you can reach out to me directly at smithann@nysenate.gov. That's smithann@nysenate.gov. And my phone number is 516-984-0735. And of course, the office phone number is 718-629-6401. And we are located at 3021 Tilden Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I believe lastly, we have a representative from Farrah Lewis's office.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak on behalf of Councilmember Farrah Lewis this evening. My name is Daniel Heredia. I'm her legislative and communications liaison. So sorry that we were a little held up at City Hall today, a late day, and obviously because of the rain. Thank you all for making it out So the major update that I want to share right now is that we're about to start our executive budget hearings at City Hall. So this is where we take the months of feedback that we received from community boards, block associations, and community groups on what is taking place in the executive budget. This is going to be a record-breaking budget that the mayor has released that's going to be talking about a lot of the services that impact our community. And we are obviously continuing to fight for critical investments in the institutions that make East Flatbush whole. A big update that we do have is that our participatory budgeting has completed and we have our final results. We are going to be spending more than $2 million in investments specifically for East Flatbush this year. We're very excited that we're giving over $700,000. Thank you. This year, East Flatbush actually got the most amount of votes across our district for a lot of projects, which is very critical to make sure that, this community is actually, standing up civically engaged. So big projects coming up with a gym renovation at PS 109, a cafeteria upgrade as well. There's another upgrade that's happening in the Midwood part of the district at 251. And we also have secured $450,000 for road resurfacing in CB 17 specifically, because we know a lot of the new development, especially along the major corridors, Brooklyn Avenue, New York Avenue, Farragut Road, some of the construction comes in and then the streets are left in disarray. So we got a commitment from DOT that we're doing that. Another big update that we have coming up in this area is a frequent concern that we've gotten is about the conditions of Nostrand Avenue, the cleanliness, especially with the merchants, especially conditions. We just got a commitment from the Brooklyn DOT commissioner that we're actually going to be getting beautification on nearby the Newkirk Avenue station. That's tree planters. That's going to be some greenery, because we were told that we cannot install trees because of the Newkirk Avenue station there. But finally, we get to put a little something that will deter some of the negative activities that we've been seeing there over the past many months, especially as we approach the summer season. So make sure that you're on our newsletter, because we do have some events coming up this summer. Our annual swing, putt, and golf session that's taking place at Marine Park, open to all youth, will be happening in June. Our annual Juneteenth event is taking place on June 19th this year, as always. So we're hoping that folks can come out to some of the community events that we have going on next month. So on behalf of Councilmember Farrah Lewis, thank you for allowing me to speak on behalf, as always, and hope you have a blessed evening tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. We are going to move on to the roll call, but before we do, Chair Julius or Frey, do either of you have a report? Because I know you came in after committee reports. Sorry, Chair Frey, before you speak, just want to give Assemblymember Chandler Waterman a moment to come off mute. We did get a report from your office, but would love to say hello if you have a second.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much to the board. I know this has been a very difficult season for us, from Mr. Daly passing to Miss Pat Ruddock. So when my heart goes out, prayers to everyone impacted, everyone who known her. She's definitely a beautiful soul and have done a lot with the youth committee that I used to be on with Mr. Daly. Almost 20 years ago. And I just wanted to say that, and I know Dorothy did give a report. Just want to remind people, please spread the word about going to the beach. There's no lifeguards until after Memorial Day. Unfortunately, we had a 17-year-old that we cannot find now. This is National Water Safety Awareness Month. I am myself and Assemblywoman Jamie Williams, we have put money towards doing a free swim to learn program to learn about water safety in honor of Christian Perkins and Elijah Chandler, who had drowned 2 years ago at Reese Beach. And unfortunately, we live in the situation today. So please be safe as it gets hot. Please stay cool with the cooling centers. And we have a bill called the Survivors Act, where we want to make sure that survivors are able to get victim services compensation, burial service from $6,000 to $12,000. But we also want to make sure that no matter how someone is it dies, whether it's they feel they contributed to their death, whether it's if they were gang affiliated or if they die by suicide or police involved, shooting, that all survivors, families, and victims should be able to get support and resources. So we are working hard in the assembly to push that, and we have a public safety town hall next week, which is Thursday, the 28th at 4:30 p.m. We're going to start off with a job fair at Tilden High School, and then from there, we're going to go into a public safety town hall just to discuss how we're going to have a safe summer. Unfortunately, we had a lot going on already for this year, so I just want to make sure people are tuned into that. And we have about 400 jobs for 18-year and older as they're leaving high school, graduating. They can become a cleaner in DOE, New York City Public Schools, and we get full benefits. So please make sure you get those flyers. And I'm sure my team gave a holistic report. We are passing the budget. We should be finished passing the budget by next week. So stay tuned for updates on that as well. So thank you so much to the board. I appreciate all you have done during this difficult time, and we are here for support. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kwame Frey, and I chair the Land Use Committee for CB17. On May 7th, we held our monthly meeting. The topics of discussion was around the deep theft crisis and the measures that's being put in place by the mayor's office. They signed an executive order number 16 establishing the Office of Deep Theft Prevention, which is going to be housed within the Department of Finance. It's something that's been long-standing and a long-time issue in our community. We spoke also about the weaponization of public data, which is how these vulnerable individuals are being targeted. They're using tax lien information, they're using water bill information to offer services or the implementation or the idea of services or support programs to get these individuals out of these particular instances or crises, and they're slipping in quick claim deed forms in the middle. And unfortunately, the city of New York is good at processing data, but not good at mitigating it. So a lot of issues have been happening lately. Fortunately, we have some infrastructure in place that will oversee that, and we'll be monitoring that. We did speak on a proposed homeless shelter that will be coming in CB14 at 1024 Flatbush Avenue. They did receive notice about that, and that was shared with me. We shared that with the group. I think that was spoken about a little bit earlier. And lastly, when I began my tenure as chair for land use, there was a large proposal for a development on 98th Street. Initially, the developers came, gave us their ideas, and they kind of disappeared. I think the idea was that they had some wind of the City of Yes proposals coming and decided to wait till after those text amendments passed. And we did receive notification that they will be re-engaging us. So at our June 4th meeting, we'll be having the developers, Mr. Goldstein and his team, to discuss the tremendous development that's coming along the 98th Street corridor. There's going to be 6 mixed-use buildings, or it was six mixed-use buildings at the time in 2021. We'll see what that looks like now. And I would encourage everybody to come to that meeting along with Con Edison. They'll be joining us, Ms. Lewis and her team, to give us an update on the substation that's being built on Remsen Avenue. Lastly, hopefully everybody got this letter. It was in the back. It's a letter of support for the presentation that followed the IBX presentation last month that Brooklyn Level Up did. We didn't get a chance to actually vote on the issue at the time, but that we did draft a letter of support. The Land Use Committee did vote in favor, and we'll be voting on it tonight. So if you haven't, please grab it, give it a nice read, and we'll be voting for it in due time. Thank you.
Thank you. Before you go, could you repeat when your meeting is if people are interested?
June 4th, 7:30. It'll be the last meeting of the year. It'll be an eventful one.
Thank you. And the link will be on the website, or you can contact the board office if you can't get it.
Correct.
Thank you. And thank you for that reminder. To new board members, we're going to do roll call to ensure that we have enough people to make a vote. After roll call, we're going to vote on this letter. Obviously, if this is your first board meeting, you weren't here when the presentation was made. So if you could just glance through the letter right now, the vote will be to, confirm the land use committee's recommendation to support this letter. If you don't have it, it's in the back, but please read through it over the next couple minutes. And then just before we do the roll call, point of privilege, going to invite a friend from SUNY Downstate up. Obviously, Downstate is our host, and we always appreciate their hospitality and their community engagement. So take it away.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the two people that sent it back. It's strange, but I'm here. Made it through the rain. Welcome, everyone. It's a lot going on. I'm glad we're back. I just want to let everyone know that we are hosting an older adult preparedness workshop next Tuesday. And it's going to be covering a lot of good information. I'm going to leave the flyers in the back. Also sent it out to my entire mail list, or whoever's doing the social media. Check your inboxes. I will try to resend it out again. This event will be covering the Go Bag Essentials, fire, home safety, disaster bingo, if there's such a thing, and emergency communications. Our older adults need to be continuously reminded of the safety measures that they need to take. They kind of forget, especially with the fire alarms and carbon dioxide. So we're working with a couple of organizations and agencies. We're coming together with OBH, HAC, and some others to do this. And we held a youth one in April. So this is some of the work that we're doing, not just health, it extends out to the work of preparedness, taking care of yourselves before you get here. So I wanted to just share that with you all. Good to see you, and I'll see you in June. Welcome back.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do roll call. If I mispronounce your name, please correct me, because I want to get it right. And also, as we have a good few new members, we would love to see you raise your hand or what, so that we can see who you are and get to know you a bit more. Kwame Afraid? Alton Amable? Alton? Neil Alberic? Neil? Berla Antoine? Hassan Bakardine? I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I have some of the names that I needed to. Okay. It's just a piece. Einan Barrett? Inan, thank you. Celia Bellin? Laquana Bramble? Laquana? Teresa Barrington? Herminia Daniels Brown? Herminia? Sharice Charles? Sharice?
Here online. Hello.
Oh, hi, Sharice. Just for our new members, if you are online, you are not able to be marked present. You have to be physically in the room to be marked present going forward and to vote. Sorry if that was not made clear beforehand. Sabrina Rose Dallas. Sabrina. Kelvin Davis. Hi, Calvin.
Sorry, I am actually here, but I'm also online. But I did call in earlier. I'm actually stuck in downtown Brooklyn, so my apologies. Otherwise, I would have really tried to make it.
Okay, thank you, Sabrina. Darnell Rolf Dorville. Thank you. Ms. Duncan is excused. Charles Galbraith.
Present.
Bianca Glenn. Bianca.
I'm online as well.
Okay. Rose Graham is excused. I'm here. Magda Gion. Steve Hemraj. Thank you. Gabriel Herrera. Gabriel. Michael Hill. Izama Huerta. Izama. Afia John. Melissa Judd. Nicole Julius. Deidre Lavelle. Edith Mark. Vanessa Marston. Daniel McCabe. Shanique McFarland. Shanique.
Hi, I'm also online.
Okay, thank you. Kalila Moon. Ngozi. Oh, I'm sorry. Ngozi. And how do you pronounce the last name? Folche. Ngozi. Thank you. Khadijah is excused. Montserrat Oni. Kia Phillips. Kia. Chelsea Rillo. Mai Romulus. Just Mai? No, okay. Thank you. Micaiah Ryan. Micaiah. Ariana Sabat. Kamara Swaby. Simone Sylvester. Marie Theodore. Marguerite Vigilante. Jody Walsh. Kenrick Westcott is excused. Melanie Wilkerson. Frederick Yampolsky.
Okay, welcome to all the new members. So Chair Grandison will calculate the attendance, and while that happens, can we bring up the liquor license and cannabis applicants?
Damn, I gotta say these names again. 27.
Good evening, everyone. Hassan Bakrdine, Commerce Committee Chair. So can I get the representatives for Swig BK Inc., Rogers Garden? Oh, you did? Okay, awesome. We've got Waterfall Lounge Bar and Grill LLC. Oh, there we go, Mr. Agar. Okay. Mr. Agar, you're also representing both Shemaya's and Cafe Zane, right? So those are just the three you'll be doing, all three? Okay, great. Thank you, sir, for being here. And HQ Lounge. Come on up, Mr. Tudor. Come on up.
So can all applicants please come to the front, stand in front?
Yeah, and do we have representatives for the cannabis application for All Good Dispensary? Oh, how you doing? Come on up, guys. You can come up front.
So you're gonna stand in front and face the audience, please.
Right, so we'll, just to let everybody know, and then they will be presenting their business to you. The board members will have a few questions, and we'll go from there, and then we'll take a vote after all of that, okay? So starting with Swig BK v. Rogers Garden. No, you can go right there, sir. Yeah, you just grab the mic, actually.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Curtis Marshall. I'm the GM for the Rogers Garden. We are located at 708 Rogers Avenue. We've been at that location and operational for the last 6 years. We are applying for our liquor license renewal. Our current license is a 4 a.m. license, but our hours of operation are 3 p.m. to 2 a.m. This is a Caribbean cocktail bar. It's a woman-run facility, and it's recently been bought out by new owners. So they've applied for the application, and this is just they told me to come by to say some words. The owner couldn't be here. She got COVID yesterday, so she sends her apologies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you finished, sir? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions, community board members for the gentleman? If you don't have any questions, it's okay. We can just move on, but okay. All right, great. If you, Mr. Tudor, could you pass it to Mr. because Mr. Agard, I think he's representing Waterfall, right? Just want me to do Waterfall? Do Waterfall and then we'll come back. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt you.
Yes.
Just because I know for a lot of members, like half of the room is new. So the way this typically works is the businesses will present. If you have questions about the way the business runs, what time they close, what kind of alcohol they serve, their safety record, this is the time to ask those questions. And then the committee has already met with them for the most part and
Yep.
has a recommendation. So when we'll also hear the committee's recommendation, just so for context, but please continue.
Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Patrick Agard, and I'm here representing Waterfall Lounge and Bar and Grill LLC. It's located at 4703 Church Avenue. The owner is Anola Rodney. Most of you probably know her mother, Doris Rodney, who's been in business for many years across the street. This is their time for just their renewal for their liquor license. I don't believe that they have any incident reports with the local precinct. And they are also looking to extend the hours because they have had some incidences with the police enforcing a unwritten rule saying that they had to close by 1 o'clock. And so the state actually allows establishments to stay open to 4 a.m. They're not looking to stay open to 4 a.m. every night. They are just looking to have some extended hours on the weekends when they do have the crowd because it's mainly on Fridays and Saturdays. And so that's the main reason why we're also here tonight is for the extension of their hours.
Thank you, Mr. Agard. Great. Any questions for Mr. Agard, particularly just board members?
That she's looking to, if she wants to extend it from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m., just not every weekend. It's just the times when they have special occasions or the crowd just warrants it.
Okay, so hearing no other questions, we'll move on. Thank you, Mr. Agard, by the way. Mr. Agard's going to come back up and talk about the Cafe Zane and Shemaya's group. Actually, you are up now, Mr. Yeah, you're up now. So you're yeah, and then we'll finish off at Mr. Tudor, who's the last one. So Cafe Zane, please, sir.
Okay. Again, my name is Patrick Agard, and we're also representing Frontline Center Inc. is the corporate name, but they're doing business under Cafe Zane Frontline Bar and Restaurant. They're located at 765 Utica Avenue, very close to Linden Boulevard. This is, I think, their third renewal.
Yep.
And it's a very quiet spot. When they originally opened, going on 6 years now, some of the Commerce Committee members had actually visited the establishment to see it. And it's a very simple, laid out place and no fuss, no muss, and they just take care of business and make people happy. So they're just here also renewing their license as well.
All right. Any questions again for Mr. Agard for this establishment? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on. Mr. Agard, lastly, sir, Shemaya's Group, LLC.
Okay, Shemaya's Group, LLC, that's located at 868 Clarkson Avenue, just off of Utica, one block in. And they're a brand new establishment. And this is a family business. They own the building, and it's always been the dream of the husband, Mr. Sheldon Daly, to have his own restaurant. And so he's looking to do that, and that's what he's opening up. It is a restaurant, and it does have a bar. He's only going to be serving beer and wine. And it's intended to be a family-friendly focus, and that's what he's looking to do. That's pretty much it that I can say to that.
Okay. Yes.
It's called Shemaya's Group for now. They are going to do another DBA once all the licensing goes through. They're going to get a more.
Awesome. Any other questions, board members?
Chair Bacardine, do any of these businesses have any incident reports?
So I was going to get to that. I was going to wait till we hear from Mr. Tudor so I can do it all in one.
Do it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lyndon Tudor, and I am the owner of HQ Lounge. HQ Lounge has been in business now for over 30 years, and we are located at 1609 Nostrand Avenue at the corner of Tilden. We do support our neighborhood churches, and so when they have events or if they need space to keep meetings and so we have a community participation. Our type of business is on premise, meaning that we serve liquor, wine, beer, and cider. We have a capacity of 75 people, and we do serve some delicious food. Everyone are invited to come and have some sample. And like I said, we've been around for a while, and I'm happy that this neighborhood is continue to support the HQ, and we too support them. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Tudor. Any questions for Mr. Tudor at HQ Lounge? Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess the idea is that your question is whether or not they're going to be giving back to the community. What is their proposed give back to the community? We typically try to stay away from making or making it seem as if that's the expectation. That's not what we want to do. That would be run against conflict of interest, so we try to stay away from that. However, if a business decides he or she wants to do something in favor of the community, we're always open for that. I mean, there are a number of things that we do, that we work with businesses, that we do on-site visits, we do the sumptuous sampler events, we do the on-site mixers. So there are a lot of stuff that we can do, we can talk about, but yeah, we just kind of stay away from that. But I understand your point. Okay. Yes, ma'am. All right. So if there are no other questions, yes, ma'am.
He said, elaborate on a Sunday,
No, not.
Sure. So hang on a second. So your question was, you're trying to clarify the hours of operation for which business? Waterfall Lounge. Okay. So just for folks online, just so you know, there was a question about what the hours of operations were and what it actually means. So I just wanted to mention that. Yeah. So go right ahead, Mr. Abraham.
Again, it's Waterfall Lounge. She has Anola and Ms. Doris, who helps her manage the place. They're very well known in that area where they are on Church Avenue. And they get a very large following of people that coming in from events after. So it's like an after party spot, I guess, that they come and people come and want to eat and fellowship. And so she's looking to do this. So mainly just on the weekends. That's when she tends to have mostly the crowd. And again, let me just stress that the New York State Liquor Authority, New York State allows businesses to stay open to 4 a.m. to serve alcohol. They have to cease at 4 a.m. And so she's not really asking for anything that's not allowable or that is not asking anything out of the ordinary, anything special. So just wants to have to be able to not have to kick people out or not have to refuse people if the time comes when people come in and want to be there and stay there. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and again, it's not a pattern that she's looking to do. And, she hasn't had any, well, I guess Mr. Bakardine would.
Yeah, that was my next segue into, we ask, just for more general knowledge, we asked the 67 precinct to provide us with an incident report. And that incident report is any incidents that will happen within a year's time from the date that we asked them. So there were no incidents at all for any of these locations, no 311 calls, nothing, fights or anything like that. So things seem to be going well on that end. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And if there are no additional questions for the rest of the SLA applicants, they can actually have a seat, and I'll bring up our cannabis applicant and have them present. But thank you guys for that. Please don't leave because we'll have to vote, okay? So off you go, gentlemen. All right, Ms. Fitzgerald, will you be speaking or will Shannon be speaking?
Please stay up front. Don't go too far.
No, you can stay in the front, guys. Yeah.
But
It's up to you. I mean, you guys know your business.
Get started with the all right.
Yes. Yes, there was. What we typically do, if any businesses are here in front of the community board, it's because we've sort of made the recommendation that they should be moving on, so that's normal. It's rare, certainly, that we don't, recommend somebody and they end up here anyway. Okay, so yes, go right ahead. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do, Ms. Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Chair Bakardine. It's
Sure.
good to see you.
Good to see you
in
too.
person.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, we'd like to extend our condolences for the loss of Chair Daly and now Ms. Patricia. My name is Mara Fitzgerald. I'm here representing All Good Dispensary. That's Rockaway Moon Shop LLC, doing business at All Good Dispensary at 3405 Avenue H between 34th and 35th. It's an adult use retail dispensary. It's been open about a year and they are seeking renewal. It's their first renewal. Incident report is clear. They are up to code and in full compliance with all state and city guidelines. The dispensary itself has become a real center point for the immediate community. They hire locally. They have 3 hyper-local employees right now. 4. Oh, just hired another one. That's right, day before yesterday. And the other 3 are Brooklyn local, like literally 1 community board over. I'm going to give it to you, Shannon.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shannon Riley. I am the co-owner with my husband, Sean Robinson, who couldn't be here tonight due to parental duties, which I'm sure a lot of you understand, but he does send his best. We are so excited to be here a year later for this renewal. It has gone really fast, and it has been such a welcoming street on Avenue H. As Mar said, we do employ a lot of people from the neighborhood, and turns out a lot of talented artists. And we're just seeing such creativity that comes through cannabis and creativity that is in our neighborhood. And I'm really excited about the future and what it holds and what our direct team of people are going to do within our community and in cannabis. If you come to our store, we are like no other store in New York. We are the only store in New York State that only sells New York State weed, okay? Because everyone else is doing multi-state. These people, we're trying to give money back to our communities. We actually have brands from someone who is from this community and went on to have their own brand, Vita Buds, by the way, come get it at the store.
We are recommended by a local doctor in the neighborhood. This was not our own doing. It was people coming with little yellow slips of paper looking for support. And our products range from CBD, which is non-psychoactive. And as you know, there's a lot of legislation happening now where it's going to be very affordable for Americans. But we have very affordable CBD right now, which is helping our community. We also do, of course, sell adult use THC, and we are always carding. Everyone must be 21. Our staff is heavily trained in compliance and what that means. And we take that really seriously. I am a mom to a high school student of New York City. He's now a CUNY student, really proud of him. But I've seen how easy it is for our high schoolers to get really dangerous cannabis. And my husband can tell you all about the terrible chemicals that are in that cannabis. But
In the interest of time.
thank you, guys. Yes, we're really happy to be in this neighborhood. I'm sorry, I talk a lot about cannabis. You give me a mic, I'll talk about it. Thank you, everyone. Sorry to take too much time. Okay.
All right. Are there any questions for, yes, sir. Go right ahead. Yeah.
So we have two hands. I'm going to take both questions. The first question was, how do you ensure product safety for your suppliers? Second question?
Yeah, and I also am not getting that last
The
bit.
question was, how do you ensure the product safety from your suppliers? Second question? No, please hold.
Yes.
No, please hold. Yep. Okay, second question is, how does the store manage outdoor seating and outdoor smoking with community needs and fresh air, et cetera?
Sure. So the first question was about our product and ensuring safety, I believe, or? Sorry, I have low hearing, so I have to have, okay. Yes, so we have a whole tracking system that is mandated by New York State called Metric. And from that is what's called seed to sale. And I wish our produce had this, it should. But now you can track your cannabis from the ground straight to the home. The government knows everywhere that weed has gone. So there are tests associated with that cannabis, and it's a whole system that we are a part of. We also have our own vetting system in-house because we do have experts who have been growing cannabis for more than a decade that also are just vetting our products separately. But there is an entire legal vetting system within New York State that we are compliant with.
And the second question?
Yes, and I have never heard a complaint, so I will address your question, though, which is a question about our seating. The seating has been a place for community to have coffee, to eat their lunch. Our staff will take their breaks there. There aren't a lot of places to sit along Flatbush or along Avenue H. Benches aren't really a thing of New York City anymore. So we've honestly gotten really great feedback about the tables, and people who aren't our customers are certainly welcome to sit there. Regarding rules and laws around smoking, you want to?
Yeah. So the setup is not an invitation to come sit and smoke. The customers don't typically do that. If it were to happen, and we don't know of it happening yet, but if it were to happen, I believe we would politely say, please don't smoke sitting at the store.
Thank you.
The law says you can smoke on the street, but probably not at a table and chairs belonging to a store and the sidewalk for which that store is responsible for.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chair Vakerdine?
Yeah. Any other questions?
No more questions.
All right. So we'll move on. Thank you guys for your presentation. Appreciate that.
Okay, So we are now going to vote. Again, I'm being sensitive to the fact that we have a lot of new members. We're going to go over voting procedures much more in depth over the next few months. But what we are voting on is the committee's recommendation, right? You are not voting, do you think they should get a license or not? You are voting, do you agree with the committee's recommendation that they should get a license? Because as Chair Backerty mentioned, everyone who's come up here has met with the committee. The committee has recommended that they get a license.
Yep.
If you feel that every business that presented should get a license, when your name is called, you will say yes to all. If you feel that 3 of the businesses should get a license, but you do not want to vote for one, you will say, oh, it's like 5 businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You will say
the number.
yes to 3 and no to the specific name that you want. And if it's no to 2, you can list those out, right? But you need to say, you can say yes to all 3, but no to Swig BK or something like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. But you can also abstain.
Yep.
We try to discourage abstentions. You need to have a real strong reason to abstain, like that's my cousin's business and it's a, conflict of interest or something like that. We prefer a yes or no vote, but you have the right to abstain. It just, it is discouraged because it makes it difficult for us to actually figure out what the real vote is. Is that clear? If it's not, it's okay. Let me know. It can be a little confusing.
Can you give an example for for the new members, like, hey, like this restaurant was approved by the committee as such?
Well, all of the businesses that were presented were approved by the committee. So if you vote yes to all, you are agreeing with the committee's recommendation that all businesses should get their licenses. Ms. Figanti? That is true. So if there are 10 people in the committee vote might have been 6-4 or something like that, but it just was the majority vote of the committee was yes, so that's the committee's recommendation. So Chair Grandison will call your names and you will make your vote. If you are not clear, please raise your hand. I'm happy to explain it again. It can get a little hazy. Okay, let's go ahead.
Okay, and the order that they came up is how it is on the agenda, so you know who is who. Okay. Kwame Afraid? The cannabis,
It's
yes,
including the
there's
cannabis.
6 of them, yes. Altum Amable, it's not here. Neil Albrecht, Burla Antoine. Hassan Bakardine.
Yes to all.
Inan Barrett. Celia Bellin. Laquana Bramble. Teresa Berriton. Herminia Daniels. Sharice Charles. Sabrina Rose Dallas.
I'm
Kelvin
online. I don't
Davis.
believe I can vote, but it's a yes otherwise.
Okay, your vote will not be recorded this time, but thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kelvin Davis. Darnell, Rolf. Am I calling, is Darnell your first name or Rolf? Rolf, I'm sorry, thank you. Okay. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Natasha Duncan is not here. Charles Galbraith?
Yes to the liquor application. Those again.
Cannabis is numbers. Bianca Glenn? Rose Graham, excuse. Gail Grandison, yes to all. Magna Gion? Steve Hemraj?
Yes to all except Calvin.
Board members, please don't leave. 15 minutes, tops.
Gabriel Herrera. Michael Hill's not here. Isama Werta. Afia John. Melissa Judd. Nicole Julius.
Sorry, not to call anybody out, but board members, really, please don't leave. We have one more vote, and then, thank you.
And a presentation.
Yeah.
Deidre Lavelle. Edith Mark.
Sorry for the interruption again. Before she finishes, please make sure you read the letter, if you haven't already.
Vanessa Marston. Daniel McCabe.
Yes to all.
Shanika McFarland.
I'm online.
Okay. Leela Moon. Except for Waterfall. Ngozi or what? Yes. Khadijah is not here. Montserrat only.
Yes to all.
Kia Phillips. Chelsea Rollo. Mai Romulus. Micaiah Ryan. Ariana Sabat. Cannabis. Kamara Swaby. Simone Sylvester. Marie Theodore. Marguerite Vigilante. Thank you. Jody Walsh. Cameron Westcott is not here. Melanie Wilkerson.
Yes to all.
Frederick Yampolsky.
Yes to all.
Thank you.
Thank you. In the interest of time, I'm going to try and move as quickly as possible. We need to vote on adopting the minutes and the letter of support. We're going to move on to the letter of support. Again, we are voting on the committee's recommendation to offer this letter. You good?
Good evening, everybody else. Sorry.
We do.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, this is, the letter has been circulated. The letter is in support of a Brownfield Area Opportunity Program. Just to summarize what it is to encourage participation with the community through potentially our community-based organization, which is Brooklyn Level Up, to help us have some participation in what the corridor looks like in the Utica, Foster area when the IBX arrives. A lot of that is in this letter, may not understand it. To the new members, there is a light rail yard that is coming to our neighborhood. One of, or two of the stops is actually in our neighborhood. And this is a chance or an avenue for us to be able to be a part of the process. So this letter supports having a seat at the table, so to speak, if you don't really understand what you're reading or if you haven't been a part of it. All right.
Thank you. So we're gonna do the vote. We also have a representative from Brooklyn Level Up here in the green jacket. I'm not gonna give you permission to speak. I'm so sorry. You know, I love you, but we are pressed for time. But if you have questions about the IBX proposal,
Just
feel
if there's
free
any
to
questions.
chat with her later.
Just for questions.
Okay.
Should there be any questions?
Does anyone have questions? Okay, great. Chair Grandison, you ready? Okay, so we're actually going to vote on the minutes while she finishes taking these notes. So for the minutes, you should have received them in your email. We just need a motion to adopt the minutes, or does anyone have any edits or changes to the minutes as they were sent? Does anyone move to adopt the minutes? Chair Member Swaby moves to adopt, and Dr. Galbraith Is that a second? Okay, all in favor of approving the minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, please raise your hand. Okay, the minutes are approved. Now we are going to move on to voting on the letter. So we're gonna have to run through the roll call one more time.
Kwame Afraid, Alton is not here. Neil Alberic is absent. Berla Antoine, Hassan Bakruddin, Inan Barrett, Celia Bellin. Bramble is not here. Teresa Barrington. Armenia Daniels not here. Sharice Charles not here. Sabrina Rose Daniels not here. Kelvin Davis. Darnell Dorville. Tasha Duncan's not here. Dr. Galbraith.
Yes.
Bianca is not here. Rose not here. Gail is yes. Magnesium. Steve Hemraj. Okay, Gabriel not here. Michael Isma Orta, Afia John, Melissa Judd, Nicole Julius, Deidre Lavelle, Edith Mark, Vanessa Marston, Daniel McCabe, Kalila Moon, Ngozi Ofo. Khadijah's not here. Montserrat Oni.
Yes.
He is not here. Chelsea is not here. My Romulus. Makai is not here. Ariana Sabat. Kamara Swaby. So Simone's not here. Marie's not here. Marguerite Vigilante. Jody Walsh. Ken Rick's not here. Melanie Wilkerson.
Yes.
Frederick Yampolsky.
Thank you. Okay, while those votes are being counted, we have a presentation from New Yorkers United for Childcare.
Stephanie.
Again, please asking all board members to stay until the end. We are getting there.
5 minutes. All right, let me tell you this. Yes.
Hello, everyone. I'll try to keep this snappy. My name is Stephanie Park, and I'm a volunteer with New Yorkers United for Childcare. We are a nonprofit that unites parents, would-be parents, friends of parents across the city and state to advocate for passing universal childcare in New York City and New York State. That is free childcare for all kids ages 0 to 5 living in New York City and New York State. That is what we are working for. So we were founded in late 2023 when the prior mayor threatened to cut $170 million of funding to 3K and pre-K. And at that time, the average cost annually per child for childcare in New York City was $22,000. So as you can imagine, for a lot of young families living in the city at the time, the threat of having 3K and pre-K taken away was an existential crisis. Do we go into debt to pay for childcare? Do we move out of the city? So New Yorkers United for Childcare was founded to unite parents as a voting bloc so that the mayor and the governor have to reckon with us. Since then, we've accomplished a lot. We made universal childcare basically one of the top issues of the mayoral race. And we also have won an initial 2,000 seats for what they're calling 2K, which is free daycare for 2-year-olds in New York City. That is rolling out this year. The initial neighborhoods that will get that in Brooklyn are Canarsie, Brownsville, and Ocean Hill. So not yet East Flatbush. And the mayor is promising that next year there'll be 10,000 more seats. But we want to make sure that the mayor and governor deliver on their campaign promises. And so to do that, I have a petition that many of you have signed, so thank you for doing so. I have a few more papers back there to sign. There's also some flyers where we have our petition online. And we also have an event coming up on May 30th where we're getting together parent volunteers who are interested in learning how they can get involved with this cause. Our goal is to make this truly universal in New York City, New York State, super easy to sign up. If your kid is born in this year, you can basically get free childcare. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Okay, we're still counting the votes. So special report board members, any board members who have something to share? And you wanted to say something earlier and I told you no. Yeah, this is the moment for board members to speak. Any board members with any report, you have 1 minute.
Good evening, everyone. This is Janique Williams. I'm online, but I wanted to say I am here. I haven't heard my name, but I'm here, definitely.
Okay, thank you.
I'm here right now, not as a board member, but as a member of the United Tenants of Flatbush Gardens. The tenants and advocates.
Sorry, you introduced yourself.
Oh, I'm Steve Hemraj, and I'm a member of United Tenants of Flatbush Gardens. The tenants, this is a new tenant association. We have won a moratorium of over 300 plus open eviction cases, and no new eviction cases will be filed until landlords meet a certain obligation where they receive 40-year tax exemption worth $191 million. So as I said, they'll be paying taxes when I'm 95, if I live that long. So it's a big win for tenants of Flatbush Gardens. This was done through the collaboration between Flatbush Tenant Coalition, the Brooklyn Legal Services, and the United Tenants of Flatbush Garden, which is a new tenant association. If people want to know more about what this moratorium means, we have a meeting tomorrow night, PS, the one by National Foster. PS 269. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other board members with a special report? Okay. We had a lot of votes, so she's still counting. Any unfinished business?
Not unfinished business, but prior in terms of comments. So Tamara Sabi, board member. I want to take a quick poll of the room. Have you noticed an increase of dog excrement in the streets of our neighborhoods? Yeah. I want to, girl. So one of the questions I have, is there any possible way of installing, I know in some districts that are not in our areas that they have installed dog bags in certain areas. So there is an impetus for those who can't, oh, I forgot a bag, the excuse is not there. And is there any regulations we can take a part of? Because again, these streets are hard to navigate, but at the same time, we need to do our part in terms of helping our community. So what resources we have and what things we can come up with. If there's any elected officials who have any ideas, please let us know.
Well, CB17 happens to have a vacancy at the sanitation chair. So if we have any involved board members who are passionate about such issues, we can talk later. Thank you. But thank you for that. Okay, so we are finished with our applications. We had 28 members present. We had 28 members present, which is quorum out of 49. Swig BK and Rogers Garden has passed. Waterfall has passed with 28 yeses, 0 nos. Waterfall Lounge has passed with 26 yeses and 2 nos. Cafe Zane has passed with 28 yeses, 0 nos. Shemaya's Group has passed with 28 yeses, 0 nos. HQ Lounge has passed with 28 yeses and 0 nos. And All Good Dispensary has passed with 26 yeses and 0 nos. Thank you all. 20, I can't read. I'm sorry. It's late. 22 yeses and 6 nos. It is still a pass. Thank you all. We appreciate you for coming, and good luck with your businesses. And we will see you for the next renewal. That is just the businesses. Any new business? Okay. We're gonna adjourn the meeting in a second. My request is please do not leave when we adjourn. I just like to talk to everybody for like 3 minutes. Promise it will not be that long, but so we have no unfinished business, old business, new business.
Oh, the letter. Oh.
Please hold.
Oh, the letters.
The letter of support for Brooklyn Level Up's IBX proposal passes with 28 yeses and 0 nos. Sorry, Allison, we love you dearly. Thank you. So again, Allison from Brooklyn Level Up is here if you have questions, once we do officially adjourn. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Chair Bacardine, motion to adjourn. Chair Antoine with a second. Meeting is officially adjourned. If you are not a board member, good night. Thank you so much for coming. If you are a board member, if you could just give me 3-minute liberty, that would be really appreciated. But the meeting is officially adjourned. Thank you all. So just give us a second to log offline. And I promise we will all be out of here very shortly.
Good night, everyone.
Burlap.